Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be showing you some of the activities we do with Cassian throughout the day to keep him happy and entertained. He just turned 4 months, so now he doesn't like to just sit around or lay around doing nothing. He is becoming a very active little baby, so here are some things that we do with him throughout the day. Hope you enjoy. So one of our favorite activities to do with him right now is just to take a walk around our neighborhood. We always use this baby carrier, and now we have recently started facing him frontwards so he can get a better view of the world around him, and he loves to stare at the trees and at the sky, and just being outside makes him just a happy baby. And every morning after we do his feeding and changing routine, I place him on the floor and I get on his level and we make eye contact with each other, and I just talk to him for about 10 minutes, let him know what a good boy he is, try to establish that connection early on in the morning, and I feel like it sets a positive mood for the rest of the day. I think most babies love to stare at themselves in front of the mirror, so I just hold him up in front of his mirror while he is in a standing position, and he's able to bear a little bit of weight on his legs as well. So that's practicing his leg strength, and he really seems to enjoy it, and it's some of the biggest smile I get out of him all day. We also practice sitting up with assistance, of course, in front of the mirror. The pediatrician did say that by 6 months, he should be able to sit up with some assistance. And I feel like just from me helping him to do this, he is a little bit ahead of the curve. And now we are doing a little bit of reading. And I feel like it's never too early to start getting in the habit of reading to your babies. And I like doing it in front of the mirror so I can see his reaction to see if he's engaged in the book. We recently just got him the Skip Hop Activity Center, and it says that we can start using it on him as soon as early as 4 months. So that's what we have been doing with him, but we have been introducing it to him slowly, where we just let him stay in there for a few minutes at a time. And as you can see, his feet can touch the bottom already, so it's helping him strengthen those legs while having plenty of support on his bottom as well. And of course, we're showing him all the different gadgets and toys he can play with. He's not really engaging with them yet, but I think in the next couple of weeks we'll get more interaction from him with this as well. And as you can see, the seat turns, and eventually he'll be able to move himself around and go to the toy that he wants to play with. And we always keep a close eye on him with this. Here I have him sitting on his high chair to get used to sitting there, as well as to practice his neck control and sitting up. And I'm keeping him entertained with his toys in front of him, and you can see that his eyes are tracking the toys, and eventually I'm hoping he will be able to reach out and grab the toys that he wants. Similarly, here I am offering him a toy while he's laying down and encouraging him to reach up and grab the toy as well. And right now, at the 4-month mark, he is beginning to show signs of teething, and everything that he can get his hands on, including his hands, he will put in his mouth, and that's totally fine. We got him these octopus socks that have rattles inside, and I feel like he enjoys his time on the play mat a lot more now. Notice how much he's kicking his little legs. And here's just another activity in which I hold up a toy in his line of sight and move it from side to side and watch him track the toy with his eyes. And if you are a parent to a infant, I'm sure you have heard of the term tummy time. And if you haven't, this is what it is. You basically just turn them over on their tummies and help position their arms beneath their shoulder blades so they are able to hold up their head and neck. This is a really important step for them to get ready to start crawling, and it just strengthens their neck overall for better head stability. And at first he really didn't like this, of course, understandable because he wasn't able to hold his head up that well. But at 4 months, he is pretty much a professional at this. And I also help him flip back over onto his back to teach him how to roll over on his own. And of course, Daddy wants to get in the action of talking to the cute little guy too. And at this point, he's starting to like babble back to us. And of course, it's adorable, but I also feel like us just talking to him and making eye contact is really helping him hopefully develop the language skills he'll need in a couple months to start talking. And moving on, this guy has been showing signs of wanting to sit up by himself when he's in his lounger or swing. So right here, I'm just helping that along by holding him by his hands and pulling him forward so he can sit up. And as you can see, his arms are tight and his head and neck are straight. So he's applying force himself to try to help him sit up. So I feel like that's a good exercise to help him get to that step. And as the pediatrician said, by 6 months he should be able to stay in the seated position with some support. Next up is the flying baby. I don't know if there's an actual name for this, but I like to hold him up in the air with the help of my legs because he honestly is a little bit heavy for me to lift up with just my arms now. He's 16 pounds and he's only 4 months, so he's just going to keep getting heavier. So I feel like this is a great way to be able to lift him up and bounce him, and also the position gives you the chance to make eye contact with him. And on this particular day, he's more interested in Daddy and the light that he's holding than us playing. But normally he is pretty engaged. He giggles a lot when I do this with him. And it offers a little bit of exercise for me as well. And I don't know, I feel like it's a great bonding time with us. And we'll see here. Daddy wants to get in too. He just saw me doing that with Cassian for the first time. It looked pretty fun, and so he wants to do it too, I guess, but it was my idea first. Alright, and that was about it. So if you guys have any other suggestions for us, please let me know in the comments. We are just learning as we go, and I've learned some of these activities from other YouTubers or just online. Right, wait. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys. Bye.